The needs of our men and women in uniform are great. For years, the American military family has stepped up to meet the needs of tens of thousands of military families through its various programs. The Colorado Support the Troops license plate program has provided financial assistance to Colorado's active duty, reserve, and veteran communities. The Wounded Warrior program provides financial aid and support for our injured heroes. AMF's Adopt a Soldier program sends care packages, letters, and treats to our troops serving in harm's way, as well as coordinates welcome home reunions. The Freedom Hunters program honors members of our military and their families by arranging hunting and fishing trips to help them relax and rejuvenate. And the Gold Star Family program provides support and recognition to the families and loved ones who have made the greatest sacrifice. But American Military Family isn't only about the programs. AMF is about impacting real people with real needs.
It was an early morning. I was up on top of a roof setting up a camo net because we were going to be there probably for about a 24-hour period or so while we were doing those operations in that city. That morning while I was setting up the camo net, I was shot in the right side of the neck by an Iraqi sniper.
The initial report was that he was shot in the shoulder. So I kind of thought he was okay. When I got to Walter Reed, obviously, realized that the extent of his injuries were much more severe. He was on life support, had been shot in the neck, and that's where I found out that he was paralyzed. Our biggest concern after things stabilized was where we were gonna live. What were we gonna do now? We needed so much more than the average family at that point. We needed everything to be handicap accessible, and we knew nothing about what that meant.
My wife and I were invited to the 2007 Hoedown for Heroes event. I was the honored guest there, and towards the end of the event, my wife and I were brought up in front of the audience and presented a home.
We were just shocked. We were just absolutely shocked. It was our biggest concern. It was the scariest thing to not have a place to call home after being injured.
The house is fully handicap accessible. There's not a room that I can't get into in the entire house. I have automatic doors on all the exterior doors, light switches low enough where I can hit them. There's an overhead lift system in the bedroom. Makes it easier for my wife, to get me in and out of bed. Completely handicap accessible roll-in shower, large enough for a shower chair. Just a beautiful place, a place where I'll be able to raise my kids. Without American Military Families, I wouldn't be living in this house today.
Justin went to the 82nd Airborne wanting to be a Ranger. And when he got through jump school, he enjoyed just being a paratrooper. After jump school, he went to Fort Bragg. Not but a month into his second tour, it happened. Justin was promoted to staff sergeant, so he was in the lead truck and running the crew, and an IED got the best of him. And the platoon sergeant, which is Justin's best friend, got to Justin and did everything they could, and there was nothing to he was already gone. So there's times where it's not real. That was my best friend. So when me and my other boys go hunting, we're missing one. When we go fishing, when we go skiing, we're missing one. But we have each other, and that's what gets us through. Obviously, when this first happened, I didn't know how the funeral cost and all that, who's going to take care of it. I surely wasn't going to wait around for answers. I talked with Jeannie and the American Military Families, and in just a 2-minute phone call, they had the money for the gravesite and for anything that we needed. And it took a big relief knowing that I can do this and do it right without having to explain any situations. And it worked out. I mean, in the continuing support, it's just been amazing. I can't imagine any military family doing without them.
The impact of American Military Family can only reach as far as our resources allow. we ask you to consider becoming a part of all that AMF is doing. We ask you to consider giving back to those men and women who have given up so much for us. You're there for us. We're here for you.